In what ways does your media product use, develop, or challenge forms and conventions of real media products? The name of my magazine is Dench, and it's an indie rock magazine aimed at a target audience of 16 to 25-year-old males. It features bands and artists this age group would be interested in, as they would listen to them. I made this the audience and subgenre because it was like the Q magazine I pastiched, to make it look realistic and look what the indie fans would want to buy. The age range is quite youthful because the band I have focused on my cover is made up of teenagers and are close to the target age of the magazine, making the reader feel more involved. I used Q as an inspiration as the layout looked professional. The subgenre of music is similar and would be competition if my magazine was for sale. I looked at the codes and conventions of the magazine to create a magazine that understands what the audience wants in a magazine. Using the theory of Stuart Hall, 1980, you can tell that the preferred reading is that the magazine is aimed at a youthful, indie-loving audience by the colours, the band featured on the cover, and the language used. The band on the cover are all in direct gaze with the camera, to make the audience feel as though it is personal to them, and the layout is very similar to the Q magazine that I pastiched, as it is a similar genre. The band on the cover is stood in a way to show that they are an ideal self or ideal partners to the audience, as they look up to them as inspiration, and the audience would want to buy the magazine. The masthead is big, bold, easy to read, and in contrasting colours, so it stands out to a buyer, and they could spot the magazine amongst its contenders in the supermarket. I named the magazine Dench as it is a youthful word, and can be used for any other word in any context. Young people say alternative words all the time, such as sick, mint, and sweet for good things, and this is what Dench is like. The pull quote from the band, "He's like our dad," would relate to the youthful audience, as they would still be partially, if not fully dependent on their parents. The bands featured on the cover are big now, so it would appeal to a younger audience than a band that was bigger in the 1980s, so they could relate to it as they would be the type of band the audience would listen to. The plug that has the Win Festival tickets would also appeal to the young indie audience because it is advertising Reading and Leeds Festival, which is a festival lots of teenagers and young adults like to go to, and features mainly indie/rock artists. Finally, the colours are quite vibrant and would stand out to the colourful youth of today and would attract them to buy it in the shop. The masthead is at the top of my contents page to show the house style of the magazine, making it consistent. It is similar to the Q magazine as the layout is good and everything is spaced out, making it all easy to see. The main image on my contents page is of the lead singer of the band, with an iconic microphone and stand, which is stereotypical for a singer. The picture is a close-up, but the singer is not in direct gaze with the camera, because I wanted it to look as if the band was practicing, showing the audience how committed to their music they are. The layout is once again similar to Q because it is a magazine that features the same genre of music, and the layout in Q is neat and spaced out, making all the contents easy to read. The content of the magazine features new artists, and artists that are big in the music industry now, which would attract the audience to read more of the magazine, as it would interest them. The colours and fonts follow the same style of the magazine to show class, and that it follows the house style. The double page spread is slightly different, following the style of NME magazine, because it's more interesting than a Q layout for a double page spread. I have the band one side because it shows the ideal self and ideal partners that the audience will be reading about, and it links to the article, because the article is about the steel arrows. I have used Times New Roman font as it matches with the cell line on my masthead, connoting the class of the magazine, and also fitting in with the house style. I have used mainly red and white for the colours of this page, as they are the colours in the house style, which makes it fit in better with the rest of the magazine. I have added an effect onto the photo of the band, trying to make it look as if it is slightly dated, showing that they are going out with the old and bringing in the new, and that they are receiving assistance from an old head in the music industry. I have also asked for feedback on the photos, and most thought the dated look on the photo made the page look better than it was if it was just a normal photo, so I made it the dated one. The lines in between the columns of writing fitted with the lines that I put on my contents page, making my double page spread fit with the house style of the magazine.